Good morning, Saudi Daisy. Today's show includes information on tomorrow's testing schedule, a career in tech, and climate change. Let's get started with the pledge and a moment of silence. Students, remember that tomorrow's testing schedule will run second block, then first block, third block, fourth, and fifth. Good luck to anyone taking an EOC. On December 5th, Saudi Daisy's Trojan Institute of Media and Entrepreneurship will be participating in an hour of code. In today's look at people that use coding every day, we meet Tess, a software engineer for Google that helps to keep us safe when we make purchases online.
Always a good question. What are you guys thinking?
Let me think about this. I love computer science because I can build something from like start to finish and make it do something.
I'm always one of those that has hand movements and stuff. Like, I don't really sit still. I'm really curious. I look unique.
I like to fidget. I also love the fact that anything I do does have a lot of impact.
I'm a software engineer. I work on our payment fraud detection team.
Effectively, we catch bad guys.
Anytime that you tap buy on your Android app,
Or anytime Google accepts money, we're there to make sure that they don't get away with stealing money from our users or Google itself. We call them fraudsters, by the way. That is actually the official name, fraudsters. We improve our systems, they're improving their systems. They're engineers too, in a lot of ways.
and so they'll have like this infrastructure that's attacking us, and we'll have this infrastructure that's stopping them. And so it's like, you get to wake up every day and kind of go like, I'm gonna catch some people that are bad. Yes, got one. Yeah, guys.
It's both exciting, frustrating, and terrifying all at the same time, which is, the way that life has got to be, I think. When I was like 12 or 13,
I do remember the first time I made one of those little Lego Mindstorms like actually just move.
it had a little like puzzle piece interface you could do, and you just like take these puzzle pieces and you can tell it like move forward, turn left, do this, kind of do this again. With just a few commands, I can have this little robot run around the room and search for light.
Once I got that going, it was kind of like you start to expand from there. You know then what like a for loop is, you know what these other things are, and then like from there I was able to kind of move on.
There's a little bit of breaking your brain to sort of think like a computer, because like you are in a lot of ways, it's like learning a new language. You have to kind of like go, okay, now I get it. I can now think in that way. Stick with it. There will be a point where you're kind of like, whoa, I got this now. I think I actually understand how this works.
The Hour of Code for Saudi Daisy High School Future Ready Institute students will take place December 5th during 5th block. Don't forget your Chromebooks. A new United Nations report says that the Earth's average temperature is expected to rise 3.2 degrees by the year 2100. Released Tuesday, the 2018 Emissions Gap Report says that such a temperature increase would bring about many dire consequences for human health and the global economies. The report also projected that global carbon emissions are nowhere near the 2 degrees Celsius goal set in 2015 by the Paris Climate Agreement. Meteorologist Chad Myers has more details on the report.
A little bit of background on this GAP report from the UN. Trying to stop the atmosphere from going above 2 degrees Celsius from its pre-industrial level. We're already at 1 degree Celsius above, and this bar chart just keeps going up. What do we need to do to get this gap down to zero? Commitments that we have right now are not enough. We're not even close to stopping this right now from going above 2.0 by the end of the century. These are the highest emissions ever in this year, 2017, more CO2 in the atmosphere than ever before. We're not going the right direction with our CO2. Countries right now need to triple their efforts to stop the CO2 from coming out of cars or whatever, even methane coming out of cows. That's what we need to do. We need to triple the efforts that we're already saying. The fiscal policy reform is needed. Maybe tax at the pump to stop CO2 from coming out of your exhaust pipe. And more innovation and investments are needed. Investments, but what kind of investments? Investments in photovoltaic cells. The solar panels are now 99.5% cheaper than they were in 1975. Think about that for a minute. That's a lot of inexpensive power that we could be making, and every year that price keeps going down. Wind power investment, get those wind turbines going. This is all clean energy. New battery technology. Maybe in the future you'll hear of something called solid state lithium. Hope so. That would really be a big technology breakthrough. Or for something else we can do, capture some CO2 in the process. There's companies out there right now capturing CO2. Just have to try to make a profit at it, or at least break even.
On Monday, President Trump dismissed a study produced by his own administration involving 13 federal agencies and more than 300 leading climate scientists. It warns of the potentially catastrophic impact of climate change. Trump says he doesn't believe the report.
The Lady Trojans and the Men of Troy took on Sequatchie County Tuesday night. The varsity boys played hard but ended up coming short a few points in overtime. The varsity girls battled all night but come up short as well. Better luck next time, Trojans. The wrestling team took on Cookeville Tuesday night and ended with a win. Good job, Trojans, and a great way to start out the season.
The creator of the animated Nickelodeon show SpongeBob SquarePants has died. Steven Hilberg was 57 years old. Nickelodeon tweeted, "Today, we are observing a moment of silence to honor his life and work." Hillenberg revealed last year that he had been diagnosed with the neurodegenerative disease ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease. He told Variety he intended to work on his show for as long as he is able. The series is about a sea sponge named SpongeBob and his underwater dwelling friends, and it had aired on Nickelodeon since 1999. It airs in more than 200 countries and it has been translated into more than 50 languages. It has also earned numerous awards during its run, including 4 Emmy Awards, and has been adapted into a Broadway musical. That's all for today, Saudi Daisy. Tune in tomorrow for more important announcements. Until then, have a good day and good news.